Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of Untum Ma'an So Dawado. Inshallah, in this episode, we will be making tiramisu. This is an Italian dessert that is so delicious and so easy to make. So inshallah, let's get started. So these are the ingredients we'll be using for this recipe. As always, I will leave the measurements in my description box below, so check it out there. But my tiramisu is a little different than the traditional. I do not use alcohol, obviously, nor do I use coffee. So we'll first start by separating our eggs. So we will need two bowls, one where we would put our egg whites and the other our egg yolks. So carefully separate the two. Again, I can't stress enough, try to get organic eggs because we're not cooking the eggs and we're eating it raw. Try to use organic eggs as opposed to non-organic. So here we have our egg whites and our egg yolks separated. Here we have 3 egg whites. First we will add about a quarter of a cup of sugar. Once we have the sugar poured in there, we are going to whisk it using a hand mixer, and we want the texture to be very we want it to be stiff as well as fluffy. Like it's going to be very fluffy and very stiff. So you will see, actually you should be able to basically dip it in, and then just for it to be nice and stiff there, it would not be runny or anything like that. So that's what we're looking for. And now we are going to mix our egg yolk. So again, here we are going to add about quarter of a cup of sugar. And we are also going to add about a couple of dashes, so about 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And here we're just going to mix it well till it's till you see bubbles at the top surface. So for this one, unlike the egg whites, you do not need to over mix the egg yolk. So that's what we're looking for those bubbles up there. So now we are going to basically add our mascarpone cheese. So this is a very soft cheese that you use for whenever you make desserts, particularly tiramisus. And we're not going to use a hand mixer for this. We're just going to use our spatula and just kind of mix everything together till you get like a batter-like mixture. So that's what we're looking for right there. And then now we are going to get our egg white mixture and then basically combine the two and just kind of mix all that together well using the spatula again. So just do this a little bit of a time till you have both mixtures combined. So that's what we're looking for. So honestly, this whole process, mashallah, does not take much time at all. Making tiramisu is just so simple, you guys. And then now, inshallah, we are going to do our final step, which is just assembling the everything together. So we are going to lay our lady fingers, the biscuits, on our dish on here. So in terms of the measurements, I'm going to be using, it's based on a 9-inch dish. So just fill everything, and then so once you have the lady fingers layered there, we are going to add our tiramisu custard on top. And we just continue doing that till you have the dish filled to the top, or till you run out of the custard filling there. So again, you guys, normally, like I said, with this, I do not use coffee, nor do I use, obviously, alcohol. So when you are purchasing tiramisu, from outside, definitely, read the ingredients, or if you're getting it from a restaurant, ask them if they are using, adding alcohol in there, because they do use alcohol for this tiramisu recipe. Or you can just, better yet, just make it yourself, because it is super, super easy. So once we have everything layered out, we're going to cover it and refrigerate it overnight or for at least 8 hours. So that's the only flaw about making tiramisu, is that you cannot eat it right away. Unfortunately, you can have it till basically the next day, or if you make it early that day, you can have it later on in the evening. But there it is, you guys. Basically, this is the next day, and it was as simple as that. It is so amazing. I love making tiramisu whenever, obviously people come over and things, and it is just so nice and like spongy. All the custard filling is just like nicely absorbed in the cookies. It is just mashallah. And then you can always put some like cherry filling, or you can just eat it the way it is. If you guys like this recipe, give me a thumbs up or leave a comment. And of course, for those people who are not subscribed, do not forget to subscribe to take advantage of future videos. And you can always follow me on my Instagram at Maan647. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. Look how amazing that looks. And look how simple. Literally, the process from beginning to end is like 15 minutes. It does not take much time. And of course, you gotta have your cup of coffee or your tea, however you guys like to drink it. So inshallah, enjoy. And like I said, till we see each other again. Assalamu alaikum.